The TMR gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio. The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Markki. Join the TMR gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1, time for the top 10 for today. But let's just tell everyone that we are live on Facebook.
We're also on Twitch and YouTube, so join us if you're not there yet. Let's say good morning to more monsters from the text line like Yon Tifian. What's up to Rai, my friend Rai, who really enjoyed A Very Good Girl. Sabi niya, super ganda.
Oh.
Naisip ko baka makrushan mo si Dolly De Leon when you watch it. Okay. Okay, we'll see.
Well, let's see.
Hello to AC, who's asking, so Hazel, napanood mo rin ba yung I Spit on Your Grave film series? Hello, of course. I mean, I liked it so much that I even watched the OG I Spit on Your Grave.
Oh, that one was one of like core memory.
What?
I watched it as a kid. Oh, I was traumatized.
The OG.
Which one?
The OG.
Spit on Your Grave?
I even made like some rushers watch it, like Butter Baby. I remember because I was
What's the OG ba?
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
the
that
same
was
concept?
It's the same. Literally remake.
Parang I wanna
yung
watch.
recent.
Parang I wanna watch this.
Yeah, I've seen even like the other movies. Hello to Engel Lazaro and hello to the DSC girls from Engel, and sabi niya, see you mamaya sa Monster special screening of The Exorcist,
See you
which Markki will be
there.
hosting. Good morning to Prince Dance. Kenneth Kim Javier says, what's up? Also, hello to Cyril and to Mark Enriquez, who wants to greet Dec Morales as well. Good morning to Farmer Sanchez and to the San Ramon Elementary School in Canlubang, Laguna, teachers of Amara, Amber, and Sophia. Thank you guys for tuning in. And that's it for the text line.
And let's say hi to Kuya Anthony, Mama Juvie, Happy Pill, saying hi to Arch Aguilar, greeting Lilo Boy. And for now, that's it for greets.
All right, we've got our top 10 for today, courtesy of Glensum. Thank you. Was it for the best? Let's start off with Simply Nedge.
Number 10. Number 10.
Ito ang linyahan ko sa sarili ko kapag may na-check out na naman akong item sa online shopping.
Was it for the best?
Yeah, it's always more fun when you're deciding to buy it and actually buying it. It's the right after. That kind of hurts.
You know what? Nandito na naman ako sa phase na I want to replace everything. Like things that I already have, but I like
Yung okay pa naman.
want to get something else.
Yeah,
Pero,
parang saves.
Like I want to get a new rice cooker. I want to get like a new mop. I want to get like I just got new chopping boards last night. A new mosquito zapper. Alam mo yung mga random things. Meron naman ako, but like I feel like it's time to get new stuff, you know?
You know what? You know you've been in a workplace for a long time when you realize that you have gone through 3 couches.
yeah.
I'm on my 3rd couch now.
Me too. Me too.
I'm about to get a new one. I'm
Oh, I
like,
just got
okay,
mine.
I'm gonna find a new couch. It's about time. I mean, I love my couch and everything, but because of our new TV, now
you
it's
feel like
hard
you
to
also want to
watch
upgrade, yeah.
because I've got to look upward now as opposed to like just straight on. So I have to find a couch that fits my needs. That and in terms of shopping, it's one of those things where it's bittersweet. Yesterday I went to this one sports goods store and it was all 30% off and it was only until a certain time. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy all my Christmas presents right now. I saw the bill and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent this amount. But then I realized, like, okay, I spent this amount, but at least I bought all my Christmas presents.
And you're
Saka
done.
Good
And I'm
deal.
done. 30% off.
I'm so ingit.
Like literally, and they were like branded
Yeah.
items. They're like a collaboration between this brand and like a very luxurious car brand. So I was able to like get secure 3 pairs of shoes for my family.
Yeah.
And it was very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. So
True.
there you go. Start buying your Christmas presents now. I tell you, because it's gonna get more expensive as the Burr months go along.
True. And from Archer Aguilar,
Number 9. Number 9.
true story, always putting my academic life above everything else. Med school above family, friends, and my sanity. So, was it for the best? Well, time will tell. Hopefully
Hopefully it pays off.
it pays off. I mean, kasi sometimes naman talaga, it's necessary. Parang in different stages of your life, one aspect takes the front seat and everything else takes the back seat.
Temporary lang naman
Temporary lang naman. So, kunyari, when you're at the hardest part, like especially for like if you're taking up medicine, if you're at the hardest part of the course, I think it's fair
I think
that
for
family,
people,
friends, significant others, parang everybody take a back seat.
yeah,
for now.
yeah, for people who are reviewing, yung mga magbo-board, mga
Magbo-board,
magbo-bar.
bar, yeah.
But for example, for mga ano, kasi I have friends who I went to college with and are still studying to this day. Like, kunwari, may 4 degrees ka na. Sometimes it's time to take time for family, right? So it all depends on what you're doing or where you are in your educational
True.
journey.
And from Al Macchiato
Number 8. Number 8.
and JR Keita, dalawa sila. So Al Macchiato first, keeping quiet when somebody was getting harassed in public because you didn't want to get harassed yourself. I mean,
That's tough.
you kept safe, but at the same time, you kind of feel guilty that you didn't do anything. And very similarly from JR Keita, na oo, hindi ka nga nang bully, pero hinayaan mo namang mabully yung binubully kasi ayaw mo ring mabully. Oh, that's really tough. Huh? I mean, it's very easy to condemn people who just stood around.
For me,
But sometimes it's also difficult when you're right there.
For me, it would be easier to like take care of the second part of the entry. Yung if I witness someone getting bullied, I can easily stand up for that person.
Mhm.
But the other one, yung when you witness someone getting assaulted, or if it's like a real
Yung may
danger, for
physical
example,
danger.
I don't know how I would react because I would, of course, I would look out for myself. I would probably call for help
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
most.
At the very least, don't
wouldn't
just walk away.
I wouldn't walk. Yeah, I
But
would walk away,
Walk
but
away,
like
but
while
like, do
being on the
something about it.
phone,
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
reporting it because I don't think it's gonna. I don't think I could help in that situation. Yung parang pareho lang tayong mapapahamak, and then what's gonna happen?
That's a classic case. We actually took this up in psychology when I was in college. It was a very classic case of that building, true story, and then a woman was assaulted in the courtyard. Like
Oh.
where the kasi parang ano siya, para siyang a series of buildings, tas merong empty courtyard sa gitna. She was assaulted, and so many families heard that it was happening because it was in the middle of the night and everybody heard her screaming for help. Now, I forgot what it was called. We studied this in psychology. Everybody assumed
Ito ba yung standby something? Parang
everybody assumed that the others will do something
yes,
about it.
that's bystander effect.
Parang ganon.
Parang ganon.
You assume that because it was so horrible that somebody must have called the police.
So you don't na.
It ended up that nobody
Oh my god.
nobody helped. 2, nobody even called for help. And it's always studied in psychology.
It says here the bystander effect occurs when the presence of others discourages an individual from intervening in an emergency situation against the bully or during an assault or other crime.
Yeah, because you feel like somebody else would do it. Because
Yeah.
there's so many of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it ends up that nobody does anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
that's
okay.
really scary.
What would you do if that happened?
Ako, I would call. I would call
Yeah,
for help.
maybe that.
I'm
Kasi
the
like-
kind of
like-
person that will attack.
Kasi I don't want to play hero
I don't
Kasi
know.
I'd be- yeah.
I have a weird hero complex. It's not even a hero complex. It's more the fact that when someone parang si Rendon.
No,
like
siguro for me, it
When I
depends
see-
on,
when I see something going south, I'll attack.
siguro it depends on my assessment of
Of the situation. Kasi what if they
situation.
have a weapon? Like, what if the attacker like had a gun?
All right, let's make it simpler. What if it was online and someone was bashing someone else?
Oh, that's different
Oh,
for
that's
me.
different eh. Kasi, I mean, with that kasi,
That's more like bullying.
oo eh.
Oo. Pero yung literal na may threat to your very existence.
Pero sometimes you don't know. Sometimes people who feel like, oh, of course I'm going to do something about it, are the ones who, when they're there in that actual position, they don't. And then sometimes people are like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. It's
Sila
hard
pa
to,
yung biglang,
hindi mo masasabi talaga. I mean, when it's in theory and a lot of people who actually like risk their own lives, when you ask them later on, di ba yung sometimes sa mga news,
Yeah.
na this guy like jumped into the ocean when somebody was being attacked by a shark. Yung parang like,
Oh
pag
my
tinanong
God.
siya afterwards, it's like, I don't even remember it. Gets? Yung parang, sometimes hindi rin natin
parang it's out of our control.
mape-predict
Minsan, yeah.
if you're going to
Parang-
help or not. Minsan nga, parang it's a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
And then you just jumped and you didn't even realize that you did it. So
yeah. It
it's
depends talaga
it's
on the
hard to
situation.
it's hard to
Pero
predict.
Parang Chico's a freezer.
it's
ako
you'd be
kasi I'm a,
surprised.
I'm a
No, like,
runaway kind of girly. Like I've experienced that. Like yung kunyari na sa mall ka, tapos biglang nagkaroon ng commotion. Like may, I don't know, signs of like danger. It happened to me before now. Everybody just started running and like parang screaming. And so obviously I didn't even like try to find out what was going on. And I saw an exit nearby. I just went straight for the
Wait, so
exit.
what happened? Ba? What was happening? Did you...
Parang there was a threat of someone being like, I don't know, like attacking people or whatever. Parang ganon. Because everybody started going in like the stores. This happened a long time ago. And yeah, I do remember because I saw the door, I just headed straight for the exit. Like I didn't even try to find out what was going on. I just ran. I was just like, something's going on. I'm out of here.
Kasi ako, like, it's weird. Like, with emergencies, for example. If I know that somebody else is in charge, I would most likely just, like, let somebody else take charge.
Right.
But based on experience, like, sometimes some of the worst experiences in our family, I ended up taking charge.
Mm.
So, hindi mo rin masasabi.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky situation and
Yeah. Pero pag may danger, iba. For me
Iba
talaga
eh,
flight.
iba.
Pag danger, hindi ako fight. I'm like, if I can run, I mean, of course I'm gonna fight if I were left with no choice. But if I can run, I'm running, bish. I'm
at saka
out
pag
of here.
Tsaka depende on who is in danger.
If it's someone you
If it's a
love,
stranger,
obviously you
like,
would protect them
exactly.
with your own
Like,
life.
to the death, right?
Yeah, for
But-
sure.
But if it's like a random stranger, you also
hello.
don't know how you'll react. So I guess we won't find out until you're there.
I've never
Hopefully we don't have
I don't
to
think.
Yeah.
Well, I've never gotten into a physical altercation, but if someone was attacking my brothers
No, kasi that's
or
a
my
given.
family
That's a
or
given.
like
Mm-mm.
Chico Garcia,
Hindi, di ba?
I
Kasi
think
nga,
any of us would do that for
I
like
think-
people we love.
yeah,
for people we love, it's a no-brainer. Ang mahirap i-predict pag stranger.
Mm.
To be honest. Kasi nga yung mga napapanood ko na mga whatever, yung
Alam-
mga hindi mo you can't tell
For me kasi
who
isa
will do
pang
what.
isa pang mahirap is minsan nagiging, 'di ba yung iba MO yan.
Mm-mm.
Parang it might not even be legit. Like it might be just their way to lure you into that situation. Tapos ikaw na yung magiging victim eventually.
Di ba it was
So
a thing yung on
that's
the road?
dangerous too.
Sometimes you see somebody like asking for help because their car broke down.
Yung pala,
Tapos yung
imamag
pala,
ka.
imamag ka. That also is the thing. So that's why, di ba, feeling ko nga special place in hell. When ang
Yung-
konti-konti na nga ng taong tutulong sa'yo, ang biniktima mo pa yung mababait.
Yung nagmagandang loob
Yung
sa'yo.
nagmagandang loob.
yeah, that's the worst.
From JR Keita,
Number 7. Number 7.
yung mga meeting at discussions na hindi ka nagbigay ng output mo kasi alam mo naman na may mga office mates ka or kaklase ka na mas vocal sa'yo na magbibigay ng output nila at mag-agree ka na lang sa kung anong decision ng mga kagrupo mo. Yung, that whole technique na parang just keep your head down. If everybody else is talking, I'll just shut up. I'll let everybody else do the talking. And unless I have to, I won't. But is it for the best?
You know what? Before I did not subscribe to that, but recently, after seeing how many crazy people there are online, sometimes it's better to just keep quiet and just when it's time, you'll know when it's time to talk.
Choose your battles.
Choose your battles.
Ako ganyan ako online. Like, hindi ako sasaw-saw sa lahat ng nangyayari. But if I feel very strongly about it, I will.
I feel like I really liked how Sasha Colby dealt with that in Drag Race. Remember the first episode when they were all super eager to be the choreographer and all that? And Sasha's like the ultimate choreographer of them all because she's actually done it like professionally for other queens, literally choreographing their music videos and stuff. She didn't even try to compete with those who were like super eager, right? She was just like, you know what? Let the kids play and then just clean it up after. And my gosh, yes, indeed. Like when you get to a certain point of maturity na parang hindi mo na gustong makipag
Parang, sige na, kayo na.
Oo, sige kayo na. Pero in the end, I'm gonna have my say. You know what I mean? I like that.
That's the best. When you just quiet on the side, ask for help when needed, but then when it's time to perform, bish, bring it. Right?
True.
Yeah. Or just give them corrections, if you feel like parang hindi okay itong mga ginagawa. But let them have their, their day in the sun.
Their day in the sun. And coming from Advenchoy,
Number 6. Number 6.
not telling your friend na babaho yung hininga niya kasi baka ma-offend siya at mapahiya at the same time. But if you really care about them,
If they're your friends.
if you sense it, then obviously other people will sense it. And you know that there will be judgment. Kawawa naman yung friend mo, di ba? So although it's a very uncomfortable conversation, parang if you really care about them, you can say it in a way that's very clinical,
yeah.
na walang judgment.
Yeah.
It's kind of like seeing them with like something in their teeth. You know what I mean? Like, diba?
And just say it, di ba? Na parang
You just
like,
tell them.
and there's a way of saying it na parang B.
And
There's some, maybe you should check out ganito.
and
baka
these
meron.
things you can fix immediately.
You can
know
fix
what I mean? Like you can, they can brush their teeth in the bathroom. They
And you
can
don't
get
have to
mints
be
or whatever.
shady. Wag naman yung
No,
mga
just, or
tipong
you
like,
can just like, for example, take a mint for yourself
And then
be
offer
like,
them.
"Would you like-"
hindi, pero kasi even then, you're just addressing it like immediate. Baka they might need to have
or
it
ganito
checked.
na lang, ganito na lang, ganito na lang. Oh, look at me, I'm taking my probiotics. Would you like some?
Sabi ni Marcos, ano daw? Pre, trip lang. Toothbrush tayo.
Hindi, or ano nga, be very gentle. Like more like, Mom, anong breakfast mo? Imburnal? Be subtle. Be subtle.
Ah, grabe. The
Subtle.
subtlety. I live.
From the subtle himself.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. Para hindi masaktan, di ba?
Anong dessert
So,
mo? Patay na daga? Kadiri! That's so gross! Ew, 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 ew.
Ang sasama ng ugali. Hindi, pero gets. Yung parang-
Ang lala.
Yeah. Hindi kasi like usually family won't have a problem with this.
Of course.
Di ba?
yeah.
Like, kasi pag family parang sanay ka na yung alam mo yung very ano talaga.
And you don't
very-
have to be subtle
you
if
don't
it's
have to be
family.
subtle,
You can
you
just
can be like,
like legit tell
di
them.
ba? Like lalo na from parents.
Mm.
Di ba? Like they tell you na parang, huy, mamaya pinag-uusapan ka na sa
Yeah,
klase
yeah,
nyo
yeah.
or sa opisina nyo, mag-toothbrush ka nga or something like that. Di ba?
Mm.
They will be able to say
they
it.
would say it straight up.
And
Mm.
because they care. And kasi nga, ayaw nila na parang kung
Iba pa yung
kung
ano.
naaamoy ko to, then malamang naamoy din ng
Right.
mga tao around you. And I don't want people talking about you in a bad way, diba? And
Mm.
making fun of you behind your back. So let's address it.
But-
Maybe you need to go to the dentist. Maybe you need to have yourself checked, diba? Maybe it's a medical condition.
But you know what? They say that probiotics talaga helps. Because
Yeah,
they-
if it's an inner
it's
issue,
usually-
if,
Yun
you're,
nga.
if it's a gut
like
issue,
recurring, it's probably from somewhere in your
From
stomach.
inside.
See,
Yeah.
it's that's the whole point. You have to know the source. Kasi sometimes it's bulok yung ipin.
Mm.
It's a dental issue. Sometimes it's a gastric issue.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's a hygiene issue. Sometimes it's as simple
Right.
as
Yeah.
just brush your teeth more often,
Floss.
and you could solve it. So yeah.
Sabi ni ODH, ito naman for body odor. Amoy tinapay ka. Sa tanong mo, anong tinapay? Putok.
Putok.
O kaya daw, busy ka ba? Tara, deodorant tayo. Or, alam mo, para kang sinigang, naglalaban ng alat at asin.
Okay.
The library is now open.
Actually, yes. Yeah. Yun nga ang code namin nun.
Ano?
Bernie. Kaya
Bernie.
natatawa kami
Bernie?
nung
Bakit
lumabas si
Bernie?
Bernie. Kunyari, gusto mo itanong kung ano, parang, uy, Bernie na ba ako?
Why is it Bernie?
Imbernal.
Like, amoy infernal ka na ba? Oh my God!
Pag kunyari, hindi kayo naka-toothbrush or something, yun,
Bernie!
yun ano namin na, Bernie ka na. Ay,
Oh my
magtututbrush
gosh,
na ako.
I'm gonna use that.
I can't. Yung tipong nag-breakfast kayo ng longganisa, tapos
Oo.
you're like, uy, Bernie
pag,
na ba
pag hindi ka sure,
ako?
tatanong mo, Bernie na ba ako? Medj. Sige, magtututbrush na ako. Kasi,
No.
kaya natatawa kami kay Bernie nung sabi niya na yun yung drag name
Poor
niya, Bernie.
Bernie.
Yeah, kasi Imbernal. From Adventure.
Number 5. Number 5.
Oh, sorry. Tampupu. Kay Adventure pala yung breath thing. Was it for the best? Letting go of a longtime partner because they won't change their mind about having kids.
If it's something you want,
If it's a
for sure. I
non-negotiable,
mean,
yeah.
it's one of those things na there's no way to go about it. Parang but to
So
either
tricky, no?
sacrifice that desire of yours or just break up with them and find someone who will have kids with you. That's what you want. Ang mahirap kasi is, like I read this book before na parang they both didn't want kids. And that was like one of the things that they bonded over when they were just dating, and then they ended up getting married, and then down the line parang biglang nagbago na yung isip ng guy, and suddenly he realized na ay gusto ko pala ng kid. So alam mo yun, pag ganun it's difficult because you went into it kind of with an agreement na that's not for us, tapos pag biglang may nagpalit ng isip.
Kasi ano no? It's so tricky kasi like for example, kasi I don't have kids naman. So I probably wouldn't know how it feels. But more like ano yan? What's that?
No baby.
Hindi kasi no yun nga no for me what I was going to say, because I don't have kids, so I wouldn't know. I can't imagine kunyari super you're okay. You're doing okay. Wala kayong ibang problema. It's just the whole not wanting to have a baby. Tas ako kunyari gusto ko magkaroon ng baby. I can't imagine letting go of somebody who's already there.
For that
versus
imaginary baby.
Something that is not yet there.
That's what I say
And I'm
whenever
not even sure I'm going to, you know what I mean? Like, kunyari wala kami ibang problema. We're doing great. Tapos, but I'm sorry, I want to have kids. So, I'm going to have to break up with you. I can't imagine.
You know, that's how I feel. I
cannot
know I'm
imagine.
only saying this because I'm not a mother, but that's how I feel whenever I hear about, like, alam mo yung mga sa mga drama, yung parang you can only save one. It's the mom or the baby. Because for me, it's a no-brainer. Save me. If I were the mom, like, save me. We can try
Save
to
Hazel.
make another baby. You know what I mean?
Oh, but I
or
think,
adopt or something. Like, I'm alive. You know me. So parang
but I
for
think,
me,
ano,
I can't imagine that.
people who are doctors, correct me if I'm wrong.
Laging
pero
yung mom
alam ko
first.
it's really the mom first.
Unless specific, like for example, kasi there's this contestant in Drag Race Down Under season 3, si Floor. Diba?
Yeah, si
Yan yung
Flor.
story niya na parang,
Yeah. The
parang,
mom, it was either her or the mom.
yeah, and the mom,
And the mom
Sacrificed.
sacrificed her life for Flor, and Flor survived.
siguro unless stated by the person herself. Ganon?
Siguro, pero alam ko talaga pag parang ang pag yung biglang snap decision, alam ko they always go and save the mom. Yeah, so yeah. I don't know, pero like doctors out there, tell us if that's your, yun nga, or maybe you have to say it before. Or yung parang, is there like a form you have to fill up or something? Pero usually nga, ang priority is to save the mother.
Siguro kung ako isusulat ko in like, naka-Sharpie, save me. Papaskill ko all over.
Which is very, House of the Dragon.
Really?
Yeah, basta there's a part there where they had to choose which is which.
Wait, which one was this again?
Oh, remember? They had to choose.
Oh
between-
yeah, yes. I remember
Mhm.
now.
And also from the Super Malice guy,
Number 4. Number 4.
was it for the best? Mas pinili nyo to stay friends even though you both know you have very strong feelings for each other.
That's difficult. 'Cause
That's difficult.
what made you decide na that's what's best for
I'm
you?
sure may movie na ganyan, or if not, dapat meron. Yung it's clear, you know, and the other person knows.
People hovering over them because they were so in love with them, but they never wanted to admit it.
Pero imagine if pati yung like kung mutual.
I think it was mutual.
See if it was mutual.
To be
That's
honest,
terrible.
I think it was mutual from both ends. But like the one that was in a relationship with me, or the ones that were in relationships with me, weren't any more physically attracted to that individual.
Right.
But emotionally,
Ooh,
parang
that's tough.
stuck sila don.
That is
Like,
tough.
Like stuck sila sa isa't isa. Like makita ko sila every so often sa bahay.
Ooh.
And it's like, wait a second, what am I doing here? Dapat kayo na lang.
Shady nito. Si
It's-
John Cena.
Sabi niya.
Sabi lang niya, grabe yung connection sa office namin, putol-putol. Feeling ko tuloy, nasa RX booth ako.
Ito na si
Same
J Mark to the
Z's.
rescue.
You know what? I just connected my phone to the laptop. So now I'm back
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Because for a while it was like off.
Sames.
We're back, I guess.
Yes, we are back.
Yeah.
And from Forever Alone,
Number 3. Number 3.
this is a little intense. Hindi alam ng parents ko at friends ko kung saan ako nakatira. Mas maganda na yung tahimik ang buhay kesa sa magulo pag nandyan sila.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's intense. I mean, I don't know if I can withhold that kind of
But
information.
what happens
Friends pwede,
in
friends.
case of
Pero,
emergency?
like, family, I need to know for them to know where I am.
Yeah.
You know what?
For
I
like
think
emergencies and stuff. Oh, if only for that. Kahit kunyari, sige, wag tayo mag-usap. Pero at the very least, pag emergencies, alam nyo kung nasa na
Oh,
ako.
yeah.
you know, if I had the funds, one place that they don't know where I am.
Na parang
then-
you can go there if you don't want them to reach you
Yeah.
or find you.
And another place where they know where I am, and if they really need to find me while I'm away, I guess I'll leave a note.
Ako siguro, kasi ang hirap eh. Yun nga yung point ng emergency, di ba? What if biglang you lost consciousness dun sa secret place? How will they find you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So siguro ako parang, if talagang something looks fishy and you need to know where I am, I will put like, I don't know, like a puzzle in the place where they know where I live. Isa-solve na yung puzzle, tas lalabas
My
yung-
God!
tas lalabas yung nandun yung address. Where my secret.
No, I think I will tell at least one person.
Yun eh.
Make them like the
Yes.
the secret keeper.
secret
So in case of
keeper.
emergency, everybody knows to just,
Tapos parang you
Go
you
to
will
that
know when
person.
to use it. Tapos
Yeah.
kunyari nawawala na ako and the family's panicking, then maybe you can say, okay, I'm the secret keeper.
Yeah.
Ito yung isa niyang address. Back check there.
Mm.
Kasi syempre, even the secret keeper, kahit yung secret keeper mismo natatakot na baka something happen to
Oo.
you, yung tipong hello, nobody's heard
Then
from
I
you
think
in a
okay
few
na to
days.
reveal your secret.
I-reveal mo na yung secret
Oo.
place na at least
Reveal yourself.
baka nando na. And the means to enter the secret place. Like
Yeah,
for example,
like
the
a key.
keys to that
Oo.
secret condo that you have. But honestly, I don't see the point in having that. Like, I'll just
Just tell them you need space if you need space.
yes.
Uh,
I won't
as
need
long
an
as you're
extra
not
secret
hiding
place.
anything, kasi diba there's some people who are like to
Mm.
hide certain things about their lives, especially the ones who live secret lives.
Well, in that case, then I guess I understand.
Diba yung mga ano,
Mm-mm.
mga kasal na, pero may mga...
Oh, I actually know of a case, true story, of a collector. Siyempre, nagagalit na yung wife niya sa kanya, no? But he's super rich. Super, super rich. Pero yung parang out of control na yung statue collection niya, meron siyang condo
For the statues.
na hindi alam ng asawa niya.
That's too much.
Tapos walang ibang furniture. Nagpagawa lang siya ng parang museum na nandun lahat ng statues niya. Tapos para siyang man cave, pero unit.
So, Lodi mo to.
Lodi. I tell you, I'm sure.
Tapos, sasabihin, so, minsan, nawu-worry na siya na baka iniisip ng wife niya that he's having an affair. Kasi he would always have these like, I won't be home until late ha. Kasi, pero gagawin lang niya. Order lang siya ng burger, ng fries. O meron siyang parang lazy boy sa gitna, no? Just sit there and like,
And
just
look
watch
at all the
of the
statues.
and just appreciate all the statues that are there. Lodi.
Lodi talaga.
My gosh. What a dream.
Why don't you make a space for yourself in your house or condo where you put all your statues and you just sit there? You don't have to have your own unit. Just find a room.
You
your
need a lot of
Batcave.
space. You need a lot of space. It would have to be
Sa dami ng statues niya,
Yeah.
hindi carry
hindi
yung...
kakayanin ng konting ano lang siya.
Like, I remember there's this one time this year lang, someone asked me to do this event for whatever. It was for some collector. I was like, okay, but I didn't end up doing it because I was like, what am I gonna do, right? And this collector made an entire museum of everything that he had.
Wow.
And the event was just to showcase his museum of all of its collections.
Well, damn.
How do we get invited? I want to see.
Next time I'll let you know.
I want to
kasi, like,
see.
I don't know. It was like a camera brand that invited me. They were like, because they were in charge of filming the entire thing. So they're like, hey, can we get you to just come to the event? And I'm like, okay. How like I charge to be able to go to the event, and and they're like, okay, just let us know the price and we'll give it to you. But I wasn't available on that day.
Yeah.
And then I saw the photos of my friends in Ice and Marielle, and I'm like, I wanna go.
Yeah,
It was
my
everything from Harry Potter to like superheroes and life-size
There-
action figures.
Yung pinaka kilala. There's this guy in Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken, an entire house.
Just full of...
An entire house. And it's
Collectibles.
not even like one room or like the entire house is like a museum.
That's insane.
And all the statues that you've always ever wanted, he has it. And yun yung parang lodi ng mga collectors. And he always comes up every now and then na, have you seen this house? I'm like, yep. He's our lodi. And ang daming side comments. Ang daming
Hirap talaga eh.
Next.
No? Mhm.
How to throw shade using just emojis.
Mhm.
from Mike Ferrer.
Mastered.
Number two.
Leave a good, was it for the best? Leaving a good evaluation to my team members na close ko kahit na I know that they're underperforming. Kasi I don't want to get them in trouble or worse, get terminated. But they are not delivering. Ang hirap niyan. Kasi it's like apektado ka rin.
Yeah.
I mean, when they don't do their job, your job is also
To let them know that
in-
they're not doing their job the way they're
Exactly.
supposed to be doing it.
but then ayaw mo rin naman silang to get into trouble, but at the same time, it's not like you're getting them into trouble. They're getting themselves into trouble. You know what I mean? You're just evaluating them.
I think kasi evaluation yun eh. That's the best time for you to actually let them know that they're underperforming. You know what I mean?
True.
And then they can work on it.
Work on
That's true.
themselves.
That's true. And the top,
And the top entry, number one.
was it for the best? Comes from Maxim de Winter.
Maxim de Winter says,
Sacrificing my inner peace for the sake of outside peace.
oh.
Yeah. Alam mo yung
O kunyari may toxic family member.
yon.
Diba? And like, for outer peace, so that you get along with everybody in the family, you just put up with them. But deep
True.
down, you're super bothered. So your inner peace is pretty much destroyed.
Yeah.
You know what? I think most people will survive in this setting if they just have to deal with certain family members during like Christmas or New Year's or whatever, whenever they need to see them.
Like
And
limited
then
interaction.
Just limited interaction. And then the rest of their lives just cut ties for those moments.
Kasi totoo eh, 'di ba? Like, if you don't say it, ikaw naman yung mahihirapan.
Yeah.
Kasi nagngingit-ngit ka. Like, kunyari, let's say somebody said something that really hurt your feelings or offended you. If you say it, alam mong hahaba pa tong ano, minsan pwede ka pang mag-gaslight or sabihin nila arte mo or sabihin nila, or sometimes they'll say something that will even make it worse than the original thing that offended you. So alam mo yung hahaba pa yung usapan eh. But at the same time, not saying it would probably bubble under you for a while. Sa una, it's just a simmer. And then it'll become a slow boil. And then it becomes a full boil. And before you know it, you're a tea kettle spewing steam and you explode.
Kai and I have we have spoken. We know exactly how to deal with our Christmas vacation this time around with the nuns because they're going to be here this time. So Kai's like, okay, when Sister Leopolda comes and talks to you and she's about to bring up the elephant in the room, I'll come in and say, hey, I'm about to have a baby out of wedlock. And then it'll go completely to them. And then Eirik will come and say his own little piece so that she doesn't know what to think anymore. And before
Overwhelmed
she
siya.
knows it, overwhelmed, it's 12 midnight and we have to go home.
May game plan na kayo.
It's a game plan.
Okay.
I mean, it's all set for Christmas. Yeah.
Okay. And we will play.
Will we? Are we? What do you think? Shall
I
we?
mean, it's
What
not-
about us?
Oh, well,
It's
who knows?
9:56, you know?
Parang what about us na?
What about the other band?
Or the second top nila? Okay.
What do you think? You decide. You're the one with the
Kayo.
entries.
Ano gusto nyo?
O bago habang nagde-decide ka, let me just greet MJ na nagko-confirm ng dress code for the premiere for tonight's Monster special screening. Sabi niya, may dress code ba yung mamaya? Kasi yung bilan sa akin ni ODH, ito, black shirt, preferably fitted or sando/tank top, plus dapat amoy galing gym, pick for docu daw ng RX. Kasama yung amoy, sabi ni MJ. What in the...
What?
Ano to?
What in the ulterior motive?
Hindi ko kinakaya si ODH, ah.
ODH. Ano to? Merong scratch and sniff.
Ibang level, ha? Grabe yung dress code niya. But anyway,
Okay.
don't worry, MJ. Sundin mo na lang si ODH if I were you.
Sundin mo na lang.
So pasayahin natin siya. And hello to Rhyme and Reason and Rhyme and Reason's mom and nieces, Lexi and Riella. Happy birthday. It's their birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
What's up to Bok as well?
Some quick na lang entries before the second top entry.
Okay.
So, Tampupo says, was it for the best? Stop dating an actor who liked me because I don't want to be known as the quote non-showbiz boyfriend. Oh. And
Wait, sino to?
Advenjoy.
Oh, what? What's the
Ay, sorry,
thesis?
Tampupo,
Tampupo. What's
Tampupo.
the thesis?
Advenjoy says, not telling your family na meron kang malubhang karamdaman para lang hindi sila mag-alala sa'yo. No, you tell them. Because I know of a case. Yeah.
And
Personally, na hindi niya sinabi.
how painful then for them?
That would be so
kasi
painful.
it's gonna come out of nowhere.
And the parents found out like after she passed away.
oh my God.
And I'm like, don't do that to people who love you. Kumbaga, give them a chance to say goodbye.
And to be there for you.
Kasi gets ko rin yung point of view yung you didn't want them to feel bad, but they'll feel worse.
No, and they would feel guilty.
They would feel guilty that they weren't able to take care of you. I mean,
Yeah.
give them that chance to take care of you. And from Dale Zubel de Ayala, was it for the best? Nakabili kasi ako ng super cheap na original designer shirt. Super expensive, but I got it very affordable. Pero tuwing sinusuot ko, may naririnig akong bumubulong sa tenga ko. Tapos when I remove it, wala na ulit. Tapos pag sinuot ko, may bumubulong na naman. Okay.
Parang pass. Sobrang pass.
Tsaka alam mo yung, it's bad enough pag yung kunyari like a piece of furniture or a vase or a whatever.
Eh kung
Yung nakadikit sa
nakadikit
katawan
sa'yo.
mo. Pass.
Can
And
I just say my TV turns on by itself a lot now? It's like a normal thing.
okay.
And it's like not even just one, it's both.
Dadala tayo ng asin ah.
Magpagpag tayo, Hazel, pag-alis natin. From Shivana, leaving my country and family behind, moving to another country, it meant a better future for my kids. But it also meant missing most of the final years of my parents' lives. Pero kasi talaga, you do what's best for your kids. And your priority right now is like your... Kung talagang yung if hindi mo talaga ma-reconcile yung both, then yeah, I mean... That's how it is. You do it for your family. And from Yul Jin, hindi na lang ako a-attend ng birthday ng anak mo kasi nilagay mo ako sa 7 blue bills category. I want you to realize it's not cool to oblige the attendees of the party how much they should give to the celebrant. May ganon? That's
7 blue bills. So
strange.
7K guaranteed. Or unless ang hinihila, 7 blue bills, like 7 from each of...
No shade, but that's really strange.
It's tacky. I'm sorry. I personally, I find it a little tacky.
And the other top, what's it for the best? Comes from Archer Aguilar.
Archer Aguilar says...
Aguilar.
Not correcting a rumor about me because I didn't want to justify it at the time by acknowledging it. But now it's too late and you'll always be associated with it and it's too late to refute it.
Yan ang mahirap.
Yan
When
ang
you
mahirap.
don't nip it in the bud, lumalaki siya. And then,
Diba?
hindi mo na siya ma-shake off eventually.
This is my problem. Because I'm the type na parang like, I don't even want to justify it by addressing it. But what you fail to realize it to everybody else, they'll accept it as truth.
Yeah. And di ba silence sometimes for other people means yes.
Yeah. So you might want to rethink it.
For sure.
And then down the line, people will just assume that it's true because you never said anything about it.
For me, if it's an accusation, I'm saying, like, I'm denying it if it's not true. I'm saying something.
Yeah.
But what if it is true though? Like, for example, so there was an incident that happened in showbiz, and this person was called out. And I spoke to someone close to this person, and this person told me that I was like, so bakit hindi siya nag-speak out? Sabi niya, totoo kasi. So,
Oh. Hindi, parang iba naman kasi yun. Kasi at least yun, it's more of like, your option was just to confirm it and maybe apologize, or
Right.
to deny it and then make it worse if it's proven that it is true. At saka, you're just dealing with the consequences of your action. Ang hirap kasi pag hindi totoo.
Sabi ni Dan, if you nip it in the bud, they will say na totoo. It's a lose-lose situation. Regardless, I don't care if they believe me or not, but I must say my truth. Especially if I know that I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
I will tell you. I mean, if you don't believe me, sorry ka. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, the truth will prevail. Parang ganun na lang. Eventually, it will come out. So, might as well tell them na the truth.
Mm.
For me, personally.
Yeah. Hindi, tsaka totoo yun. I don't care if you believe me, but I
yeah,
have to say it.
I have to say
That it's
it.
not true.
Absolutely.
Lalo na kung, yun nga, pag medyo, kasi mahirap pag yung ano nyo is like, you are mean to me. I mean, that's so subjective.
Yeah.
Pero yung kunyari,
But I'm
yung
not
like,
gonna be accused of something I didn't do.
pero yung kunyari, yung nagnakaw siya ng ganyan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to speak
hello.
up.
For sure.
I'm going to
For
be like,
sure.
no, I did not.
Yeah.
And say it,
Yeah.
you know, with finality.
Exactly.
Ay, nako. And also, there you go. What about us? What's our answer? Was it for the best?
Interesting.
Ako yung isa lang. Isang ano lang, siguro. It's not even a regret, to be honest. Like, I'm not saying that I wish I took that up because I like where I am right now. But it's just something that I've been curious about. What if I did finish my college in the US, which I planned to? It's just I decided not to last minute. And so instead of graduating in UP, I would have graduated in the US. And I just am curious what would have happened to me had I done that. What would I be doing now? For sure, I wouldn't be in radio. What would be my career? What would be I do? Where would I be living? Would I stay there? Would I come back here? Wala lang. It's just something that parang it's just a different version of me. Yeah.
I guess mine is a little bit more recent. Was it for the best? And I know it was for the best, obviously. But like after I finished Sound of Music this year, I got a lot of inquiries for teleseries, like 3 or 4. And but I've reached the point in my life when now I can't I can't like put that in my schedule for a long period of time because you don't know when it's going to end and how often they're going to need you and how tiring that's going to be. I think after a certain age, you've reached the point where you're like, oh my gosh, I'd rather just stick to something that's like regular because it's also going to take its toll on radio and it's also going to take its toll on my events. So there's a part of me that's like, okay, I can commit to short periods of, like, for example, guesting in a soap or a short movie or a play. But if it's a long-term kind of deal, like 5-6 months of your life doing a soap, which, you know, could really push your career to different levels if it works out for you. It's really a gamble at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, you've told us about this. Diba yung that teleserye that was like a remake of a Sharon Cuneta movie?
Was it that?
Diba
Yeah,
yung bukas luluhod ang mga akla.
Bukas pa ba? Parang kahapon. Kahapon pa, the day before that.
Parang mamaya.
Mamaya. Parang hindi naman bukas pa.
Parang sa Exorcist mamaya.
Sulod ang mga akla.
Diba? Oo.
Sa likod ng sinehan.
I remember that You were saying na merong remake, diba, na teleserye.
So no, but I mean, thinking about it like that, right? Parang I would have changed my mind if that that was that was the soap. But like jokes aside, I mean, was it for the best? I think it was. Now, and I've always thought that way. Whatever decision I have made, it was always for the best. And I know there's a part of me that's always like, should I have done that? But then I look at it retrospectively and say, yes, it was the right decision at the time.
Yeah, for sure. I am with Markki on this. I guess I asked myself that question when I got into a relationship with someone that I was warned about. You know, like actually the person I was in a relationship warned me. So, you know what I mean? Like I knew what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
But at the time, that's what I wanted. I didn't care. I was like, I don't care. I want you today. I want you now. So who cares about tomorrow? And ultimately, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Was it for the best? I think so, because I went with how I was feeling at the time, and we did have good times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think all the decisions you make, it's kind of pointless to go back and think,
Yeah.
nah, I could have gone this other direction or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be where you are now. And if you're happy with where you are now, then it was definitely for the best.
And if you're not happy where you are now, then make better choices.
Do
No, it's
something
true.
about it.
No, because it is true. I mean, like the story continues, you know. It's not like a series where
It ends.
the final episode is there and it's done.
Well,
I
unless
mean,
it is.
no, pero gets like
I mean,
like
if you think about it,
I mean,
right?
right?
There's a chance.
But there's always like, you know, if you
There's
don't like
alwa-
where you are,
You can turn it around.
you can always keep going, but this time around making better decisions, or
Yeah.
at least try
For sure.
to make better decisions kasi hindi man guaranteed yun eh.
Yeah.
Di ba sometimes the quote-unquote good decision turns out to be the bad one.
You don't know it.
You don't know.
Mm,
But at
until you're
least there's that consciousness, you know, that conscious effort to make better decisions.
Yeah.
I think that's a good start.
For sure.
All right, there you
There you
go. Thank you for
go.
joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
And Markki, will see you tonight.
I
At
will
Mega
see you
Mall.
tonight at Mega Mall for the Exorcist premiere.
So
Exorcist premiere.
Fast.
I will be hosting the event, and I might be bringing Kai along with me.
Oh, is he into it? Ito mga ganyan?
He doesn't like it. He's not a fan. Like you.
Have so much in common, no?
makita mo, mami, nandun na si Chico. Nanonood na din. Anyway,
Itong si Jan Sinai, Markki, the previous Mega Mall in Mega Mall.
shades have been given.
Shades have been thrown away.
Anyway, stick around. Rhea Rams is up next. We'll leave you with the Chainsmokers, Summertime Friends. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, 6
Bye,
o'clock.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.